Number 15. The graph of a linear function is shown. What are the slope and the y-intercept that best represents this linear function? And we have two boxes to enter information. So I'm going to color code this. I'm going to call the slope yellow. And so I'm going to call the y-intercept green. Okay. Because I want you to see these separately. So the y-intercept is probably the easiest one. You look at the y-axis and you find where the graph crosses the y-axis, where the graph intercepts the y-axis. That is the y-intercept. And as it turns out, it's -4. Well, A is -4. So for the y-intercept, I'm going to choose, let's see, I'm going to pick brown. Well, I'm saying -4 is A, so I'm going to select A for that. Now let's take a look at the slope. The slope is a little more difficult to determine, but it's not impossible. In fact, it's actually pretty easy. You can count. When it's graphed, you can count a lot of times. Well, so let's do that. Let's count. Let's use a dashed line. I'm gonna go with red. I don't know if it'll turn up red or not. But I like to start at my y-intercept because it's a known point. And then I want to look for another point where um, where I'm crossing at the corner. And it looks like I have one right there at 1, -2. So I'm going to come up here to the 2. I come up to the 2. So that's my rise. So my rise is 2. So I'm going to write that down. Oh, let's get that another color. Let's make that another color. Let's make that black. All right. So my rise over run equals M. So as I can see with the red dashed line, my rise is 2. Okay. Now let's see what the run is. So I come where I left off here, and what I want to do is run over until I hit the line, until I hit the graph. And then I count how far I went. And I went 1. So my slope is 2 because 2 over 1 is 2. And so let's hit the highlighter again. So my slope is 2. I find the positive 2. That's E. And so I just bubble in E. And there we have it. That's all there is to it. You're just reading the graph. All right. There you go.